I would tell someone if they're feeling a bit self-conscious or they feel like they're the only person who has a kink, just how often I speak to people who feel the very same way as they do. My name is Aoife Murray and I am a kink educator. Kink education is something that'd be pretty new in Ireland. As far as I know at the minute, I'm the only one who runs workshops like this. To define what kink is, it's a really interesting question. The old school definition people would have used: any non-normative sexual practice outside the typical script we'd imagine when we talk about sexuality. Well, who gets to define what's normal? And the truth is, our perception of normal is really influenced by our culture. My first ever kink education workshop almost 2 years ago. So I had 4 to begin with, and there was such demand that I had to host another 2. Then I was asked by another college if I would run the workshop for them, and I did. You get people from 18 right up to 65 plus. Even though I might be significantly younger than somebody, they would still be comfortable listening to me. And then I run a workshop called Pride and Pleasure. It's an all gender and sexuality inclusive sex toy workshop. And then my newest one, it's called Sex on the Peach. That is a workshop dedicated to exploring anal play. I do get people of all gender identities, and that's brilliant, but it would be more women. I will come across women sometimes who feel very self-conscious about discussing their own pleasure. So actually taking time to think about what they enjoy and exploring an intimate life on their terms is a big milestone for them. Say they want to buy their first sex toy, or they want to explore kink. And even with that, sometimes there comes a sense of guilt or a sense of shame. People sometimes they'll come to me and they'll say, and my partner has these kinks, I have ones that are different and I'm not sure what to do. There's very often ways you can find where you would put a scene together or a play session together that incorporates something you like and something that they like, provided that it's not outside anybody's boundaries or outside anything they're comfortable with. It's important to learn these things. That way you can make a decision on whether it is something you'd actually like to take part in and that risk level is worth it for you or not. What I hope to achieve is to normalize kink a little bit. Now, we don't want to entirely remove the taboo, because sometimes that's what makes it titillating for people. You know, I can't teach somebody all there is to know about kink or BDSM in 60 minutes. That's not possible. But I can hopefully get them thinking about how we approach these things, what it is they need to be looking out for when they're researching. Information is so widespread, or just lack of places to go to learn, means that sometimes they'll end up in situations that are quite unsafe. And I wanted to do something about that and to try and give people a little bit of a framework so they could research themselves. There are certain activities in BDSM that are considered high risk, and we would generally refer to them as edge play activities. So that's anything where there's a significant risk of injury, of disablement, of scarring, in some cases even of death. I want to encourage people to be as safety conscious as they can be. However you might feel about it, whether their kink makes you comfortable or uncomfortable, it's important that we try and keep them as safe as we can. You know, they deserve to have their well-being prioritized and to have the tools they need to look after themselves.